Hey, so it occurred to me that I haven't done this since November because I've had so much going on and just because I'm lazy. But, so I figured I'd make another video because I haven't done one, which is kind of sad. November. That's upsetting. So, I didn't really have a set topic for this video because there were a couple things that I wanted to talk about. First off, I just found a bunch of stuff. I used to be totally into writing different like sayings and just words and stuff in Chinese, and I don't know if any of it's right because I got it all off Google, but it was a fun pastime. So I just found all the stuff I had, and I was reading through it, and I thought I would just videotape it because I haven't looked through this stuff in like a year. So I have freedom. That's one. Tradition. What is this? You know what? Tradition. Screw that. According to tradition, gays should not be married, which I do not support. So tradition, screw tradition. Eternity. Like I said, if you can actually like read the stuff and like if it's not right, tell me that it's not right because that would probably make my life. Lucky. Wisdom. These are all really inaccurate, by the way, because I can't like draw, and this for me is drawing, even though it's like lines and stuff, because I'm just not talented. Hope. That's one of my favorites. Morality. Virtue. Prosperous. Love. I know for a fact I did this one wrong, but you know, whatever. And that L is really weird. You see that L? It's really weird. Hold on. Outside the screen. There we go. It's a weird L. Spirit, which I don't even know what that is. That's definitely not right. This one made me laugh because it made me think of Glee, but courage. There's no way I did that right. Whatever. This is blessed. Peace on the back. Honor. Happiness, which I didn't draw that right because I can't draw a straight line for my life. You know, whatever. I don't think I think I started this one, I didn't finish, but this is together, and I have to look that one up. Friendship. Energy. I don't know, half these words I don't know why I would ever want to write that. Energy, yeah, that seems like it'd be a cool thing that I don't, so that's that. It was my favorite pastime, like, a year and a half, 2 years ago? Who knows? Why does my head look so small? That's kind of better. A little. There we go. What else do I want to talk about? Oh, the new, I just heard that they're officially making Sea of Monsters, the Percy Jackson book, into a movie, which is kind of like a blessing and a curse, because, Lightning Thief, they kind of screwed up. I mean, it was a good movie, and I enjoyed it, but they definitely, like, screwed it up in terms of, like, the book plot. But, I mean, I have to defend it, because not only is it Chris Columbus, I mean, he directed Goonies, Home Alone, he did the first two Potter movies, and those two, hands down, are my absolute favorites, and I think that they were definitely the best and most accurate. So I think that what he did with The Lightning Thief, I think he's got something planned that in the long run it's going to work out. So I mean, I have to, you know, stick by him with this, and all these people that are saying, oh, he shouldn't be directing it, it's terrible, he's definitely got something up his sleeve. Like, you know, he wouldn't just screw it up that bad for no reason whatsoever. Of course, unless of course you're David Yates, which, you know, if you are, then you would screw it up. Anyway, um, so I'm actually pretty excited for this because my brother and I were talking the other day, and we were saying how we kind of fit the descriptions for Nico and Bianca D'Angelo in Titan's Curse. So we were like, my brother was like, it would be so much fun for me to be Nico, and I was like, yeah, and then I could be Bianca, and we were just kind of joking around, and then we were just kind of like, we should audition. He was like, yeah, and I was like, yes, and I had a total geek out, and he had never seen me geek out before, so he was just kind of like, it was really funny. Um, so while the Lightning Thief movie was definitely really inaccurate, but I think that in the long run it's gonna be good. And the same thing, like comparing the book to the movie on the first out of 5, I think it's too early to be saying, if he really screwed it up or not, because we haven't seen where he's going with anything. And I just think it's interesting, like, to see how he sees the plot and to see how, he would tell the story. And, I mean, same thing with The Lord of the Rings. One of my favorite movies since I was 4. And I mean, so totally way different from the books, but they're still good. So I mean, just because they're inaccurate, it doesn't mean, the Percy Jacksons aren't entertaining, because I know for a fact I love um the Lightning Thief. I thought he did a good job. Even if it wasn't accurate, I think he did a pretty good job. And I mean, there are people that, yeah, Annabeth is supposed to have, curly blonde hair, which they could have just stuck a wig on Alexandra Daddario, but they didn't. And I mean, like, yeah, that's one of those things where they definitely could have fixed that. They definitely could have done a better job with that, and that's one of the few things that I blame them on. But the thing with, like, cutting out the bus scene and, Percy's scene in the infirmary, and, you know, I think that it's, you have time constraints when you're doing a movie like that. And I mean, especially since the book is big. The book, I mean, hold on. The book is, that's the first book. He's got 375 pages. So I mean, like, to fit that into like a 2 hour, 2.5 hour movie, like, that's impossible. Like, he would have had to cut stuff out. I think he did a really good job. Like, I definitely, if I didn't see it in theaters. I got the DVD and I've been watching it nonstop. But if I did see it in theaters, I think I definitely would have gone back and seen it again. And I think with things like that, you just kind of have to take into consideration, like, all right, what goes into this? How much time do they have to film this? How much time do they have, like, for the actual movie? Because, I mean, no one wants to sit through, like, a 4-hour movie, which, if they did it, like, exactly the way the book was, they definitely would not have had time. But I mean, I think you have to take into consideration, like, a lot of that stuff. So I'm very excited about Sea of Monsters. I am totally ecstatic. I cannot wait. It's coming out, from what I hear, in April of 2012, which, I mean, good. And, the people that are saying, like, oh, they're terrible, like, they shouldn't make another one, like, I mean, yeah, I get where you're coming from. Do I necessarily agree? Absolutely not. But, I get what you're saying. They did screw it up a little bit. But, I mean, what are you gonna do? It could be worse. It could end up like Funny Games, which is, if you have not seen Funny Games, please don't. It's, it's funny. I was laughing the entire time. I mean, it could end up like, I don't even know. Like, what other really bad, I don't even know what other really bad movies I've seen, but it could end up a lot worse than what it was, I think. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a Logan Lerman fangirl. Guilty pleasures. Anyway, I definitely liked the movie, and not just because of like who's in it, who's involved. I mean, like Sean Bean, I saw him in the first like few minutes. I was like, oh, Sean Bean, oh my god, and but what are you gonna do? So that's that, and give me a topic for next time and a challenge because I'm so late on this video. Yeah. So give me a challenge and/or topic for next video. And oh, this video is too long. 2 challenges for the next video. And yeah, I'm gonna go. Bye guys.